there has been exciting news about The Sims 5. Just after the latest Behind the Sims livestream, EA revealed that the game will be free to enter, meaning that players will be able to download and play the base game for free. However, there will also be paid content available, such as expansions, packs, and in-game items. Now, this new information was found out by Hinford Hin over on Twitter. So the development team behind Project Renee, which is the working title for The Sims 5, is expanding every day. As you've seen in the latest Behind the Sims showcase, there are different building blocks being created for the game by different teams all around the world. While Maxis is crafting prototypes and ensuring the game is going in a familiar direction, EA, the corporate overlords, is already planning how to monetize the next installment. This includes talks about the free-to-enter method for The Sims 5. So this is EA's Maxis careers page. This is taken directly from that website, and it says Maxis is looking for a head of marketplace and monetization for the newest entry to the Sims franchise, codenamed Project Renee. The head of marketplace and monetization will report to the game GM, be part of the Project Renee leadership team, and contribute to the success of Project Renee's strategy and business. The leadership style of this position will align with the Maxis values of being authentic, champion inclusivity, create collaboratively, and challenge ourselves. Which I love those values. They're awesome values. So I am really hoping those values of Maxis steer their new head of marketplace and monetization to kind of block the worst of EA corporate meddling. But anyway, we've got all of these responsibilities here, a bullet list of responsibilities. It is the first two bullet points that are the most important, as they both talk about in-game content purchases and the Sims 5 free-to-play game system. So the responsibilities, the two important responsibilities here, are own Project Renee's in-game marketplace of content and UGC, which is user-generated content, free and paid, and manage a data-informed, player-centric player purchase journey, which maximizes value to players, optimizes player spend patterns, and minimizes player churn. The second bullet point is own pricing of all content in the free-to-enter game, ensuring that there is an optimal pricing and content architecture, and they should provide guidance to content teams on in-game content needs to meet player demand. So what all of this means in layman's terms is that The Sims 5 will have its own in-game store for both official content and user-generated content. In other words, custom content. According to this job post, there will be both free and paid content available. This could mean that custom content and general user-generated content could be downloaded straight from the game, but we should take this with a grain of salt. We don't know whether this is 100% certain or not. I'm 100% speculating here and going just by what I'm inferring through what I'm reading. What does this mean for players? This isn't the first time that EA has practiced a new monetization method. Apex Legends saw massive success at launch, and it also released for free on day one. It's still too early to tell how this will translate into The Sims Marketplace. However, The Sims franchise has already made a big move last year when they made The Sims 4 base game entirely free. Considering that the move saw a huge rise in active player base, it's a no-brainer that a similar method is being used for the next generation of The Sims games. Now, the community is skeptical that we could be slowly moving on from the PAX release system that's been present in the Sims franchise since the beginning, towards a more microtransaction subscription-driven service, with a lot of Simmers saying that if Project Renee does go this way, they will be tempted to stop playing The Sims and move to one of the other upcoming life simulation games, such as Life by You or Paralives. Now, this isn't the first time that EA has considered a subscription service for a Sims game. The Sims 4 planned to have a premium membership before the concept was scrapped, shortly before the game's launch, thanks to the community's extreme negative feedback about that. The Sims 4 membership concept sounds familiar with what EA is planning to do for The Sims 5 free-to-play in terms of in-game content releases. And here is an image here, it's a very horrible screen grab, I apologize. Sims 4 Premium that they were going to launch with The Sims 4 before they scrapped it. And this was the in-game premium icon that you would have next to your name in the Sims gallery, for example, to show that you were a premium member. To be honest, I'm actually hoping that all of this is like gonna mean that if the base game is free to play for Sims 5, they do the same thing that they've been doing with Sims 4 and add custom content into the marketplace that's both free and paid for. I don't see a problem with that. But if they go extreme microtransaction route, getting Sims 3 marketplace vibes. And I'm really, really hoping that that's not the case. You remember Sims 3 marketplace? If you wanted to get just the official releases that were on the Sims 3 marketplace, as things done by Maxis, you're talking tens of thousands of dollars just to get all of the official stuff that was on the Sims 3 official releases and that was in the marketplace there. So I'm really, really hoping they don't go down that route because that's going to cut off a lot of players from a lot of content. I mean, no one can afford that to spend that much money. So hopefully they learned their lesson with the Sims 3 and are going to keep more to a Sims 4 based style of marketplace, which hopefully that's the case. And they don't like end up wanting us to spend $5 on one item. That would be the bad thing. That would be the bad route. Don't go down the bad route, EA. But anyway, my friends, we do need to keep our expectations set. Remember, The Sims 5 is still years away from full worldwide release. The development team is still deep into creating the game's prototypes, and we still have to go through many beta tests, feedback sessions, and more until the game is ready. So what are your opinions on this news? Do you think it's a good thing? Do you think it's a bad thing? Or are you kind of like me, where you're like, let's kind of see where this is going before we get too much up in arms? I will continue to keep you posted on all of the latest news about The Sims 5 Project Renee right here on this channel, so please subscribe. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.